Bamboo! Bamboo is awesome. That's what I'm here to talk about today. My name is Eugene, and this is Verdant Growth. As you guys have probably noticed, I'm not in the usual room that I'm in. I'm actually out in the Japanese countryside at my father-in-law's house, which is straight up Japanese style decorations, tatami mats on the floor. It's super, we're in super Japanese countryside right now. Originally, I was supposed to make a video today about the Green New Deal, which if you guys want to read more about that, I've got a blog post that I'll link down below. But because I'm out here in rural Japan and I've always wanted to make a video about bamboo, I decided that this is the time to do it. As you can see, I've got some bamboo right behind me. That was some bamboo that I went and I literally just picked up off of the side of the road right outside the house. Bamboo is awesome. No, really, it's really awesome. Asia figured this out a long time ago, and they've been using it for centuries to do everything from building houses, to furniture, to even plumbing. It grows quickly, it's strong, it's flexible, it's durable, and it pulls CO2 out of the atmosphere and sequesters it in biomass and soil. And because of that, it's a great solution to help in the fight against climate change. So today, I decided to talk a little bit about this amazing plant. So let's get into it. What is bamboo? Contrary to what many people think, bamboo is actually a type of grass, not a type of tree. It is the #1 fastest growing plant in the world. So this is all young bamboo here. And within a few hours or a few days, it'll look something more like this. Second place doesn't even come close. In the spring, bamboo grows at a speed that you can actually see. It grows about 1 inch per hour. Under optimal growing conditions, bamboo can grow up to 3 feet in 24 hours. Not only that, it reaches full maximum height, which is anywhere from 15 to 30 feet, in a matter of 3 to 4 months. Once it's reached full height, it continues to thicken and grow stronger until full maturity at about 4 to 8 years. Once it's cut, it doesn't need to be replanted or reseeded. It just starts growing again. Bamboo also has natural antibacterial properties that protects it from a lot of different bacterias and a lot of different bugs. That means you don't need any kinds of pesticides or chemicals to grow or harvest it. It also requires little to no water or tending at all. It just kind of grows itself. Bamboo has also been used for centuries throughout Asia, and for good reason. It can be used in so many different applications. It's light and durable. It has the compressive strength of concrete and the tensile strength of steel. And it's been used as a primary building material in huts and houses for centuries. Not to mention bicycles, boats, baskets, or just about any other object that you could think of. It's even been used to make fabric for clothes and charcoal. You can see how traditional this Japanese house that I'm in right now is. I actually found some bamboo charcoal. Pretty cool, huh? Harvested in its early stages, bamboo can be used as a food. It's edible, and it's very healthy and used in a lot of traditional Chinese and Japanese dishes. It's also very commonly used as a type of animal feed. With just a little more maturation, it can be ground into a pulp to be used in paper making. Compared with the standard pine trees that's usually used for making paper, bamboo can produce 6 times as much pulp. Modern science has even used bamboo to produce biofuels. So bamboo is useful in a huge range of applications. But what makes bamboo good for the environment? Bamboo has been called the green steel, pretty much for the reasons I mentioned before. And using bamboo in construction is nothing new. These days, bamboo has been growing in popularity as a replacement for different kinds of materials in all different kinds of applications. It works well as an alternative for cotton, steel, aluminum, and concrete. It's lightweight and hollow. That means it's very easy to transport. To this day, they're still using bamboo in houses, from reinforcing concrete to using it for walls and flooring. For all those other materials like steel and concrete and plastics, when we produce them, those materials produce a lot of carbon emissions. Concrete in particular is responsible for about 8% of all CO2 emissions we've ever emitted into the atmosphere. Not so for bamboo. Bamboo is actually carbon negative. It literally pulls carbon out of the air as it grows. So that means when we replace those materials like plastics and aluminum and steel, we're not only eliminating the carbon emissions from producing those materials, we're actually going carbon negative. We're drawing carbon out of the air. Because of the antibacterial properties that I mentioned before, bamboo also makes a great replacement for hygienic items. According to Dr. Jonathan Foley and his team of scientists in the book Drawdown, today bamboo is grown on approximately 77 million acres of land, with an estimated additional 37 million acres of land on which we could potentially grow bamboo without harming other environmental ecosystems. That is, degraded and abandoned lands. Used in this way, over a 30-year period, bamboo could potentially sequester up to 7.22 gigatons of carbon dioxide. Need a mental image for how much that is? Well, 1 gigaton of water would fill about 400,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. So, if we were to implement this bamboo carbon sequestration system like Drawdown suggests, over 30 years, we could potentially fill 3 million Olympic-sized swimming pools with CO2. That's a lot of CO2. Not only is this a great way to capture carbon out of the air without any kinds of other emissions created or without making any kinds of big equipment or heavy machinery, this solution would also save us a lot of money. In Drawdown, they estimated that an initial investment of about $24 billion could yield a 30-year investment return of about $265 billion. That's a return of over 10 times the amount of money we invest into it. But how could it be that just planting a whole bunch of bamboo could save us so much money? The savings primarily come from the fact that if we're able to sequester enough carbon, we're going to reduce the amount of climate change that we see. Less climate change means less wildfires, less sea ocean rise and flooding, less droughts, and less hurricanes. All things that could potentially do a lot of damage to repair. Not to mention all the infrastructure that we would have to build to protect us from all these changes that come from climate change. The $24 billion cost that I mentioned is the cost that it would take to install, implement, and operate this bamboo resource producing carbon sequestration system over about 30 years. It's important to note that that estimate is actually a pretty conservative estimate. As the cost of technologies gets cheaper, it's probably going to get cheaper to implement these kinds of solutions over time. Growing bamboo isn't going to be a silver bullet to stop climate change. We really need to implement every single solution that we have. For comparison, in the year 2016, we emitted 14 million Olympic-sized swimming pools of carbon dioxide into the air. This bamboo carbon solution is going to only suck about 3 million Olympic-sized swimming pools of carbon dioxide out of the air over 30 years. So we've still got a long way to go. We need to implement a lot more solutions than just this bamboo one. But of all the climate change solutions that we have available to us, growing bamboo is one of the better ones. Think about it. It requires almost no effort to grow. It sequesters carbon out of the air, and then it produces bamboo that we can use as a resource in construction and to create all different kinds of products that can replace plastics and steels and aluminum. There's literally no reason not to do this. It's such a good solution that Drawdown ranked growing bamboo as one of the top 50 solutions for reducing the impacts of climate change. I think it actually ranked about number 35 in their list of climate change solutions. If you do want to learn more about the different kinds of other carbon solutions that we have out there, I highly recommend that you check out this book, Drawdown by Jonathan Foley. It's really awesome to see all the different kinds of solutions that we have available to us right now. None of the solutions in this book are like waiting on technologies that could come out in the future. It's an entire list of solutions that are available to us today, ones that we can start to implement right away. If you don't want to read the whole book, at least go check out their website at drawdown.org. On their website, they release a report every year about the progress that we've made in implementing all the different solutions that they recommend. I highly recommend checking it out. It's a fantastic resource. But wait, before you do that, first, hit the like and the subscribe button down below because that really helps me to grow my channel. Be sure to comment down below also. What do you think about bamboo? Is it a solution that you think that we should be implementing more? Should we be growing more bamboo in the US? Also, be sure to check out the EcoSwap shop at ecoswap.shop. On that website, you can pick up your very own Verdant Growth bamboo toothbrush. I just really love bamboo as a potential climate solution. I love the idea of just working with nature to produce something that is useful to us, but also helps us solve climate change. Even now, I'm working on getting bamboo floss into the EcoSwap shop, so be sure to check that out as well. All of the revenue that comes into the EcoSwap shop does not go to me. It all just goes into keeping the shop running, and for anything that goes above operating costs, I donate it all to places that are fighting climate change. So yeah, just get on there, get yourself a bamboo toothbrush or a bunch. Thank you guys so much for watching. Eugene and Verdant Growth and my bamboo stick out. I love bamboo. Oh, bamboo's so cool. And it feels so good too. I wish you guys could feel this. It's so awesome. I need to be really careful too, because I've been trying super hard this whole episode, anytime I touch this bamboo, not to put a hole in that, because they would be so angry at me if I put a hole in that. Definitely really easy to break, so I'm trying really hard not to make a hole in that. There's just so much cool bamboo stuff around this house. Like, this is one that I literally just cut a piece off of the bamboo next door. This is real bamboo charcoal. They just had it sitting downstairs in the entrance where you take off your shoes. I suppose you guys probably want to see the rest of this room too here, so let me just there we go. All right, here we go. Here's the room. Let's go. There you go. Tatami mat. I'm actually not entirely sure what that is, but some kind of shrine-looking thing. Tatami mat all around, and there's the bamboo I used in the video. And the cool windows. Oh yeah, there's that guy too. I'm not entirely sure what this guy's about, but I don't know. Seems pretty cool. He's got some awesome nose hair going on here. Yeah. He's got cool flappy ears too. I like the flappy ears. Let's put him back up before I break him too. Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys. See you.